Cancerians, this is your December forecast in the Tarot. And right now, as we're starting off with your reading, I'm seeing there's some decision time making as far as money goes. All right, there's like, are you going to go with this or are you going to go with that? And in that, it looks like you really don't want to have to make a choice of either or. It's more like I see you trying to find a way to go with both, whatever this is. Can't say what it is, but I do see that you're really hesitant as far as needing to make a choice. But you know what? You're going to figure it out. Just don't push yourself. These things will kind of rise in consciousness. So if you're not needing to actually make a decision right now, you're all good to go. Give it just a few days as we're heading in. Then I'm seeing here that you're right on par here with the direction that you are cutting out here for yourself. You're really feeling good here, Cancerians, as if you now have taken the reins of your path. There's so much more empowerment that I'm seeing here that's filling you here as the weeks and months go. And you're all equipped, geared up, so to speak, to really take on a new challenge. And this seems to have to do with your income and how you're going to be not just dealing with your money and settling it, but perhaps also how you can get ahead. Now, maybe that ties in with the first thing that we saw came up in your reading, having to make these decisions. Should I do this or that? Or maybe there is a third way. That would be to encompass the whole overview of how you're looking at your finances. But I'm seeing here that there is strength, there is joy, there's also something now in your relationship, apparently, that is feeling like it's coming together. I'm seeing this bright light here in your heart chakra now, really just glowing. And this is something that you so deserve because you have such a genuine heart to hear, and you just really deserve to be happy, to have that balance where spirit and soul all just gels together with the hope, the wishes, the intentions that you have, because you're only truly really happy when everybody else around you is happy. So this flow, I'm feeling that you're looking at it and go, wow, I've come through something. And that something is when you look back over your into your past over the last 2 to 7 years, especially these last couple of years, you've kind of had some doubts at times whether you would find that balance, that joy, that happiness. And you know what? You're right here holding it in your hands, especially now the last 3 weeks of December is apparently going to bring a lot of surprises to your direction. Now, also, what is it now that you have a hope and a dream to shut the door to? There's something here. But you know what? It is because you have worked on it. You have babied this project. You have given it your all. And actually, truth be told, in this particular situation, it's like there's no more go. There's no more to give. It's done. You're over. You know, you don't just go the mile. You take that extended mile just to make sure that you've cultivated everything to the best possible ability of yours. And then just as you're letting it go, well, here is a surprise. And let me tell you, though, it's coming from an unexpected area. You know how we think about karma, that, okay, if we invest our energy here, karma needs to come back from it. And so we cling and we hang on to it, even if it's those situations that don't really even behoove us, where it's painful, right? We stick to it because something needs to turn around. But the truth is the universe can actually send great karma, which is called dharma, to you from a totally different, unexpected direction. And that is the payoff, because you have been good, you have been strong, you have been faithful to yourself, the situation and people involved. And you're like, whoa, look at this. So whatever that surprise is, I'm happy for you. You so deserve it. You will know what it is, and you will recognize it when it comes around. Now for 2016, you're already thinking of it, and you're feeling that you've gained good grounds, good balance here in the home, in the family. So it's more like you're thinking, now what do I want to do? Because as you're not needing to hold should I say, the fence up or hold the fort up, because it's now taking care of itself. There's a good flow there. You have a little bit extra time, and you're looking at, what do I want to do with that extra time? When, to have to worry really takes a lot of energy, a lot of mental space, emotional space too. So with that being gone, yes, there's new doors opening up, and it could be quite creative. It could be quite exciting. And especially here, if you're going to dive into something that can give you extended growth spiritually, inspirationally, creatively, and I feel that you in some way will find what that path is for you. It could be one thing for one of you Cancerians. It could be something else for somebody else. But the common denominator for all of you is that there is this longing for growth, for depth, to really get into a deeper sense of who you are and how you can develop those inner and higher spiritual faculties. In your relationship, there is something now surfacing, and once again, I said it earlier on, and I see how your heart chakra now is really open, all right? It doesn't need to protect itself. Bygones are bygones. There's a balance. I'm even feeling that your partner now is not just balancing up to the scales of what you need, but it is more so bringing new things to the table. So you're feeling stimulated, validated, all of these things here that are so ultra important in a relationship where you feel that your needs are both seen and heard. So travel here this month, yes, I do see some of you out and about, and yes, it is the holiday season month. So either going to visit family or also being on the other end of it and receiving family from afar. There is such inspiration, there's joy, and I feel that you are really feeling that this is a season to celebrate on so many levels. But I want to spend a little time here towards the end, because this has to do with your career. I'm seeing that there's some change up coming up, not necessarily from, say, the company towards you. It's more like you are looking at the company and going, okay, what do I want to change up here? So it's coming from within. And I see a few of you not really happy for the way either the routine at work works, or you might feel that you have outgrown your post, that there needs to be more room for expansion where you can spread your wings and become more of who you are. And others, I see that it might just be a to-do situation where you've been putting up with certain circumstances around you. That could be with coworkers. It could be the routine there at work. Maybe it's at a point where it's stifling you, where it's just Groundhog Day, the same thing. And you know that there's so much more within you that you're wanting and that you're capable of. So I'm feeling that you are starting to sense, if you already haven't, that change is on the horizon. Not saying that it is immediately, but it looks like, or at least I'm picking up on, there's quite a few of you kind of looking into 2016 thinking this year, if nothing changes from the department, well, then maybe you will start looking at what you can change up and what choices you have there to either grow within the job, if they offer an expansion for you, a step up, or it would be that you might just start looking outside of where you are today. And it is all about being, again, true to self, to your values, your worth. You know what you do is very conscientious, and you fulfill your tasks. And growth is good when it comes around, especially when we choose it ourselves, because then we're behind it, have more control, feeling that things are the way they're supposed to be, and we're advancing. So this being said, I wish you happy holidays here, Cancer, and I see this new money on the horizon for you. You're going to get where it is that you're pointing your inspirations and your intentions, and financially too. I'm seeing that it's going to be a month where you're going to feel it's busy, but it's one of those Christmas years where it just all comes together without all that stress that sometimes can come in a December month. All right, so you're on top of the wave, you're cruising it, and so surf safely into 2016. Take care now.